I've been asked to talk more about meditation, and it really is the perfect time. I go to the playground every day with my daughter, who is 4, and I meet a lot of parents. And one of the reoccurring themes is how anxious everyone is, how much people are battling with apathy, anxiety, melancholy, and other difficult emotions. And people are hyper aware, but at the same time feeling helpless or powerless or disempowered. People are doing their best to smile. That's what I see in general. But sometimes you catch a glimpse, right? They smile at you and then they get back to what they're doing. And there's a micro expression that you can see they're carrying a lot of heaviness or pain. And I think meditation is always, in a sense, linked to impermanence and suffering. Change is the only constant, and because things change, we experience pain and suffering. Nothing is forever, nothing at all. A little bit about me: I've been meditating since I was 20. I'm 40 now. It started with OCD, my personal experience with OCD that got me interested in meditation. And I've done about 10,000 hours of formal practice, much more if you count informal. And I think one of the most important things with meditation is an organic presentation that needs to be repeated. A lot of people think to meditate, I must have no thoughts, or to meditate, I must have only good emotions, only peaceful, only serenity. Serenity now, insanity later. And I have a good friend who's been messaging me and saying, I do mantra, but I feel like I've never meditated. And my first question would be, what is your definition of meditation? Because meditation is a very big word. It's as big of a word as exercise. So, imagine someone saying exercise is just not for me. Actually, I used to say that as a chubby kid. Exercise is just not for me. But everyone probably can find an exercise that is suitable for them, that they enjoy, that's sustainable. For some people, that's power walking. For my big friend Tova, it's lifting 600 pounds over your head like a big metal stallion. Dennis Reynolds would use a different word. So meditation. Everyone has a meditation. That's my point. And the attitude of meditation should be exploratory. There should be a curiosity of the mind towards yourself. Meditation is the practice of becoming familiar with yourself. And in general, we have to build patience and vulnerability and humility. It's like a torsion field collapsing on itself, only to keep regenerating from multiple dimensions. And I think one of the key factors with meditation is not expecting anything. I know some people will get annoyed when they listen to that kind of stuff. I've been accused of doing guru talk. I've been accused of talking in riddles. But let me put it this way. If you're going to have some sort of experience that is so powerful that it inspires you to meditate, and you start to experience the feeling of inwardness, or you experience the feeling of your consciousness expanding, your mind expanding, sorry, your world expanding, your inner world expanding, or morphing or evolving. We all need these major experiences to sort of inspire us to keep meditating. In my experience of sharing meditation, there are patterns and predictable sort of major experiences that people will have on this journey of inner evolution and conscious mind training. And we can observe this with the masters too, from Christian traditions, from Taoist tradition, Buddhist traditions, Gnostic traditions, Hindu traditions, people who spend time to master the mind, train the mind, do experiments on the mind. Meditation is kind of like an experiment. I'm going to command myself to be choiceless like a tree, and I'm going to command myself to slow down. I'm going to command myself to lighten my expectations. I'm going to allow myself to just experience myself without judgment as much as possible, given that the mind can often continue to run even when we're trying to fall asleep. Given that most people do not have direct control of their minds, this can be developed, but everyone's conscious experience is so different, and everyone's brain is so different. And is consciousness in the brain? Is brain an interface, a radio that picks up consciousness? Some of these questions cannot be fully answered by our current scientific limitations. But if we look at history and what the true masters have been saying, we can find common threads that are global, that transcend cultures and race. I can give you my Udemy course on meditation. I'd be happy to share that with you for free. But there is something about organic daily transmission of meditation. Maybe not daily. I'm just getting over a cold. It's taking forever, but I'm so glad to be talking and making videos again. I think about my experiences with my meditation teachers, Dr. Tang and Chen Lao Si. What amazing minds and humans. So much aura and power. And they didn't give me daily transmissions because I'm based in Canada, they're based in Taiwan. But I saw them enough over the last 20 years that they taught me that there is an organic element to meditation. Every day is different. Like today, it's like 10 p.m. and I wasn't gonna make a video, but I've been feeling called to speak more and more in my meditations, and the people I'm meeting are calling me to speak. So this parent that I recently met, and let's keep practicing the deeper breaths and just a general desire to be more patient and open and vulnerable, and allowing all positive and negative thoughts and emotions to just exist, trying our best to be free from expectations. That can be the meditation for today. And deepening the breath, slowing down the breathing. So I meet this woman at the playground, and she's giving me some compliments. But the compliments are kind of misguided, or, she has certain ideas about me because she's seeing me meditate on the concrete floor while I'm watching my daughter play. And I'm doing some like qigong, tai chi-ish breathing exercises, right? These hand movements can help us focus more on the breathing. And depending on visualization and intention, it could be qigong. Qigong is energy work. Qi means energy. Prana. Gong is like a skill or work. Uh, like style, right? 虎攻, tiger style, beat your lizard style. So this woman, she's giving me some compliments, and she has her son with her, and she's like, "You see that? He can look very strong and not have to lift any weights, and we can just be slow, and and enjoy the nature." And I'm thinking, I have spent so much time at the gym to just look average, right? I got chubby jeans, and I don't build muscle that easily. So a lot of work just to look average. But she thinks I'm some sort of like spiritual liberal guy who's going to like make her feel all nice. But I can tell that this conversation might turn a bit bitter. At this point, I'm standing up and I'm sort of walking away from her, but she keeps chasing me and telling me stuff about her, and I can see in her energy that she is suffering. And the few nuggets that I've shared about my mental health history and my work in the mental health field, she wants to talk. So great, let's talk. But I don't have the heart to be performative or lie anymore. I want to speak the truth and be accurate, even if it's unpopular. And she's saying stuff like, "Oh, in Asia, people are so different. There's less ego and people work together more." And I say, sure, there are aspects of harmony, and you could argue the West is hyper individualistic and the East is less. But at the same time, uh, every structure, every culture has good and bad. So this harmony that we see on the surface, sometimes underneath the surface, it could be very toxic, violent family dynamics. Um, Domestic violence is an unfortunate reality that a lot of Asian families face. And in the West, it's very gentle, right? Corporal punishment, hitting your kids, that's very unpopular in the West. It's seen as barbaric for most. And so we're talking about how the West is very hyper individualistic, and people are anxious or not feeling good, and they're struggling with the economy. All the sort of usual talking points that sort of come up these days when parents meet. But we're still talking about mental health, and we talk about medication and how some of these medications change people's lives forever. These SSRIs, these depression and anxiety medications, and she says, yeah, I would usually be offended, but you've been very diplomatic. I've been trying to quit this mental health medication for 20 years. She was taking some sort of medication for anxiety. It was causing her weight gain. It was causing her um, a lot of like hormonal issues, all these side effects. But she couldn't quit, and I felt a lot of empathy for her. And she told me, to no surprise, that the doctor told her, "Hey, you'll if you want to quit, it's no problem, not addictive at all, very easy to quit." But how much time do doctors really get to study each individual drug that's being offered on the market today? How much time do doctors have to really dive? So we have to save ourselves. What was in the other video? I was saying the analytics was telling me 40 seconds average watch time. That's good. No, that's terrible. People have become so anxious, but so informed in their own individual algorithm created echo chamber. And people are more sort of entitled and confident while being insecure Everyone is struggling. A lot of the therapists are burnt out or sick, and psychology is very young. What we know about the mind, it's all very young. So let's be kind to ourselves, and let's be realistic and see that we need to slow down. As a human race, as a species, we need to slow down when it comes to mental health. Giving other people advice, giving ourselves advice. We need to slow down. 慢下来,冷静,慢下来. And so that's how today's meditation focus, just slowing down. I used to try and deliver as much as possible in a meditation session. I must inspire the crap out of my students and make them meditation masters, and they will go, go, go. No, 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 no. I gotta be more honest, and I gotta slow down too. So we're just gonna slow down, focus on breathing deeper. We're gonna observe ourselves with kindness and allow all emotions, all beliefs, all thoughts. We just allow. Forgive me, I get the urge to make these sounds. Just keep doing the deep breathing. Maybe they're healing vibrations. Just listen. You get weird urges after 10,000 hours of meditation. Just slow down and love yourselves. Slow down the expectations of healing, slow down the expectations of enlightenment, of awakening. Everybody's microdosing mushrooms to drink less alcohol. The CEOs, I meet them, I talk to them. I'm not lying to you. You're not doing that bad. Give yourself a break, slow down, breathe deep. What does it mean tonight, today, to love myself fully and just observe myself in this meditation and become more familiar with myself, more familiar with my emotions, my thoughts, my subconscious? I don't know, but let's do it. Let's slow down the breathing. And that's good enough for a meditation. And whatever you're experiencing, it's good enough. So my friend asked me, how do I know that I'm meditating? If you have the intention to meditate, you are reducing your stimuli. You're not staring at your phone. You're focusing on your breathing. You're meditating. You're exploring the dark, and your consciousness is learning to turn inward like that torsion field. It doesn't make that sound. Everyone can meditate. Everyone has the divine in them. And it doesn't cost money. If someone starts talking to you like, oh, you need to do service for the community, and then you'll get better karma, and that might be a cult. Don't get guilt tripped into doing service. Do service when you really feel called to do it, and you can do it. I'd rather you build up your savings account before you go volunteering.